The history of the Ori Warship, also known as the Ori Mothership. The Ori Warship was 1,100 meters long, 850 meters wide. It had sublight and Ori hyperdrive engines. Her armaments were a primary beam weapon and Ori pulse weapons. Complement 500 Ori fighters. Crew thousands. Minimum crew 1. And had over 100 transportation rings. These white-colored vessels are some of the largest encountered by Stargate Command, being much larger than the Daedalus class and the Hatak vessels. They consisted of an oval-shaped structure with a large Stargate-styled ring in the center which glows with a white light. 2 engines are present on the back of the vessel. Though quite large, they were capable of entering a planet's atmosphere and landing, where they towered over the landscape. Upon their completion, a prior was required to bring the ship online through an activation ceremony. They were piloted by the prior himself, who commanded a crew of an unknown number of warriors from an Ori army, and is tasked with bringing planets under the banner of the Ori. Ori warships appear to be smaller than Wraith hive ships and ancient city ships. Ori warships are among the most advanced ships ever encountered by the Tauri and other races in the Milky Way galaxy. Each Ori warship is equipped with powerful primary weapons fired from the dish in its front. These weapons are capable of destroying a Hatak with a single shot and heavily damaging the Asgard shields of a Daedalus class vessel. For secondary weaponry, the ship features several pulse weapons placed around the ship, allowing for the complete coverage of the vessel. While these weapons are much weaker than the main beam weapon, they are still able to overwhelm a Hatak with only a handful of shots. Ori warships also store a large number of fighters for attacking planetary targets and other fighters. For defensive purposes, the Ori makes use of a shield as equally impressive and capable as their weapons. They are able to survive weapons fire from multiple vessels with little apparent degradation in their performance, even from the Asgard weaponry. During the Ori assault on Chulak, a fully functioning Hatak was rammed into an Ori warship at full speed, but it merely impacted against the shields, causing no apparent damage. Weaknesses. While at first the Ori seemed to be unbeatable, ways of destroying them were finally found. During the Battle of P3Y-229, the crew of the Korolev discovered that the shields of the Ori warships fluctuated whenever their primary weapon was fired. The first destruction of one of these ships occurred when one of them was lured into an unstable vortex of their own supergate, which literally cut the ship in half. The Takara superweapon was capable of killing the crew of an Ori warship but did no damage to the vessel itself. In an alternate reality, it was stated that the Ori warship attacking Earth was driven off by drone weapons from the Antarctic outpost, but whether the vessel was destroyed or if its shields was just depleted is unknown. Later, the Asgard granted Earth their latest technology, including their newly developed plasma beam weapons, which allowed the Odyssey to destroy more than one Ori warship with relative ease. These weapons are the only known weapons to be able to penetrate an Ori warship's shields. Ori warships are controlled by a single prior who uses a control chair to control every aspect of the ship. Adira has shown the ability to activate the ship without sitting in the chair, and Lieutenant Colonel Samantha Carter was able to operate the ship without using the control chair. Energy for the ship is supplied by an advanced power generator located in a large room. It is powered by zero-point energy. Ori warships are equipped with a hyperdrive which allows them to travel around the galaxy. Furthermore, they are capable of traveling between neighboring galaxies as seen by their ability to reach Orilla, and nearly matching the speed of Asgard hyperdrive. They made use of the Supergate to travel between the Milky Way and the Alteran home galaxy. This implies that the distance was too great for extragalactic hyperdrive travel. Like a Hatak, an Ori warship is equipped with transportation rings. whose designs varies from the already known variances. Nevertheless, both variances can be linked together. The Ori Power Generators is located deep within the Ori Warship and acts as an energy source for the vessel. It is powered by vacuum energy. Thank you for watching the history of the Ori Warship, and a special thanks to Jackson for suggesting the Ori Warship. Have a great day. Bye-bye.